If you've seen my last few videos, then you know that I am in Houston and I've been here for over a month now, taking care of my parents, supporting my sister, and being there for my family who is going through so much loss and grief at the moment. And there's no easy way to talk about this, but I am in full-on caretaker mode right now. Doing everything and anything a caretaker might do, anything that you can imagine, I am doing. And it goes far beyond making healthy meals for my parents and making sure that their house is cleaned. It's providing love in such a humbling way that I don't really know how to describe it, but it's changed me. And I feel so honored to be here to love on my parents in the best way that I know how, and also it comes with such a deep sadness. You know, many of you have gotten to spend a little time with my mom, and you've gotten to see that, you know, she's really on her health journey and she's doing well, and, you know, we're really working on getting her healthy and getting her strong again. But my dad is really, really sick, and the journey in taking care of him has been so much heavier and more demanding of me physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And I talked about caregiving in just the last YouTube video that I shared. And I just want to say that I have so much respect for anyone who is a caregiver for a living, because it is the most selfless act of love to be there for those that we love in a time of need. I have had so many of you ask me how I am managing to take care of myself as well as my parents right now. And so I figured I would make a video sharing with you what I'm currently eating in a day as I'm taking care of my parents, and also doing my best to also take care of myself as well. And me being extremely transparent with you, this has been so challenging for me. I think the most challenging chapter of my life, walking through not only the grief that my family is collectively carrying together, but also through having multiple of my family members so sick, and then just being there to support them while also still finding a way to maintain my own health and level of health that I'm used to. And, you know, in my last video, I talked a lot about my bottom lines, right? I have to make sure that I have my nutrition, a workout, and some sleep. Everything else is a bonus after that, but if I can find time in my day just to make sure that I get those basic needs met, I can show up as the best version of myself. So you're gonna be seeing all that today. A little mix of that, but mainly I'm gonna be sharing with you what I'm eating as I'm caretaking, and also in Houston in the peak of winter. I am so grateful to share that this video is in collaboration with Echo Hydrogen Water. And I've asked for them to collaborate with me again in this video because the health of my home and my parents' home has completely changed and improved because of their water filtration machines and systems. Not enough people are talking about the quality and cleanliness of the water that we are drinking, using, bathing in, brushing our teeth in, and touching on a daily basis. I was recently shocked to find out that the water quality at my parents' house was toxic. I did a water test and I found out that the levels of some of the toxins and heavy metals that can create serious health disasters were anywhere between 30 to 500 times the amount over the regulated limits. This was horrifying to me, and so of course, I had to make sure that I got my parents not only a good water filtration system, but also living, healing water. Echo's hydrogen water is more than just purified water. They deliver molecular hydrogen, the most fundamental, clinically supported therapeutic model to the body. It's not an additive to the water, it's not a stimulant, it's an element, a natural element, a raw input the body recognizes instantly and can use as a support for deeper healing. You drink it, your mitochondria respond, and your body can begin healing. In today's age, the quality of our water is hurting us more than it is helping us. And it's time to turn that around. People's water is falling short of fixing the root cause. Modern life leaves us drowning in oxidative stress while the wellness world keeps pushing solutions that really don't make a difference. We gotta go back to the fundamentals. And for as much as people in the online wellness community talk about eating healthy and exercising, we do not have enough people talking about the water that they are drinking. I'm gonna start sharing more awareness about this because it matters. Purified, filtered water without heavy metals, toxins, or microplastics should be the norm. And if that's the norm, then the next best thing is hydrogen infused water. Drinking hydrogen water has been clinically proven to strengthen your mitochondria, reduce inflammation, create a healthy gut microbiome, reduce oxidative stress, regulate hormones, strengthen your bones, and even help you build muscles better. And it even helps to lower your stress and attention tolerance. We cannot live without water, so let the water that you drink be the most life-giving water. Echo has been so gracious to offer all of you a discount on their water purification systems and also their hydrogen infusion systems. You can use my code FullyRaw to get anywhere from $45 to $700 off their machines. You can check out Echo from the link in the description below, and I've also placed my code on the screen for you to enjoy. I hope this inspires you to start drinking better water and to start taking better care of your health. I hope you love Echo as much as I do because they truly have helped improve the health and wellness of my family, and I want that for your loved ones too. All that being said, let's jump into this video and I'm gonna share with you what I'm eating. So I have my brother and my sister and my mom in the house right now, so you're gonna hear a little bit of background noise in this video today. I also just gave my dad a foot massage and a foot rub, and my mom put on spa music, so you're probably gonna hear some spa music in this video as well. It's just what's happening. So as I go about my day, or before I begin prepping all my food for the day, I just wanna say that I pretty much keep the same outline of how I eat when I'm at home versus here. I take that same formula and I apply it to my life anywhere that I am. I usually do a juice as my first meal of the day, a smoothie or fruit as my second meal, fruit somewhere in the middle, and my dinners are usually a salad or any epic meal of choice. So first up today, I am making some green juice. And green juice has been a staple for both me and my mom. And one of the reasons that I make it is not only because I love green juice, but also because I'm trying to make it a part of my mom's routine to start making green juice every day. So I make her green juice, and while I'm making her green juice, I make me green juice as well. And sometimes she's able to come in and help juice with me, and sometimes I'm making it on my own. But yeah, let's go ahead and make some green juice. My brother's probably gonna come in and steal some as well. And I'm actually getting started with food prep a little bit late today, but that's okay. That's just what happens. We're gonna make the most of the day. And I had a pretty big win this morning. I got to go to the gym and work out at the gym for the first time in a month. I've just been working out here at the house. I've been laying out my yoga mat and working out at the house, but I got to go to the gym this morning. So I'm very excited about it and I feel like I'm winning. So on my way back from the gym, I stopped at the store and I picked up just a few things that we need for the day. Now this is not a week's haul. It's barely even a day's haul for my family, but there are some things that we needed and that I needed to grab. So I just wanted to give you a little idea of what my grocery spread looked like today. First thing is first in the day, and that is hydration. Since I've been in Houston, I've been filling up about 4 of my Echo flasks with hydrogen water, and then if I leave it for too long, I re-infuse the hydrogen into the water as I'm running about the house and doing things. But clean water is so important. Hydrogen infused water is next level. It is cellular repair for your body, and it's more than just water, it is living water. So first things first at the beginning of the day is hydration. Next up in the theme of hydration is a freshly pressed green juice. My family and I are drinking a green juice every single day, and so every day I'm batch juicing multiple jars of green juice so that we can all enjoy them. One actually got grabbed while I was filming, and the green juice has everything in it from cucumber, celery, lemon, bok choy, parsley, cilantro, broccoli, any and all greens with a touch of lime or lemon. Now this does a body good. There truly is nothing more refreshing than a good green juice. Gotta get those leafy greens in. People always ask me how I drink so much green juice, and I don't know, I just do. I just took 2 sips and I've already almost made it through a quarter of my jar. I go through green juice so quickly. So usually some hours after drinking a huge jar of green juice, maybe 1, maybe 2 hours later, I will enjoy a lot of fruit. And I have found that snacking on fruit throughout the day, especially when I'm always on my feet running back and forth between rooms or helping somebody here, helping somebody there, has been such a game saver. And I'd say that's probably the one thing I'm doing differently now that I don't normally do back home, is I'm snacking on fruit throughout the day. I normally don't snack ever, but this has really helped me to keep my calorie intake high, and it also is ensuring that I'm eating, because it's really sometimes easy to forget to eat when you're taking care of others. So sometime after I drink my green juice and sometime before lunch, I usually enjoy a huge bowl of blueberries and about 5 oranges, and they are so good. And just so that you know, the 3 staples in my parents' house are their Nama juicer, their Vitamix blender, and a spiralizer. This is it. These are the 3 staples we use on a regular basis. They don't need more than that. This is all I've been using since I've been here. I've been keeping it really simple and efficient. Today has been such a tough day. The days right now while I'm in this house can go from being okay 1 minute to just not feeling okay at all. And I think that happens when you're caregiving multiple people, especially family members, and especially multiple people who aren't well at the same time. 1 minute something can be fine, and the next everything is absolutely not fine. And I take plenty of moments in the day where I just start crying, and I have a moment to myself, and
Yeah, I try to hold it together most of the time, but it's been so hard. And even in the days where I make sure my non-negotiables are taken care of, I still have moments where I really just, I struggle. Yeah. From breakfast to lunch and lunch to dinner, they can all be so different. The energy of the day can just go like this so many times. So I just keep reminding myself that I'm doing the absolute best that I can, and my best is good enough right now. Hi Mom, you can just hold your hand out if you don't want to be. She doesn't want to be on the camera right now, but she's right here. Do you want to tell them what I put in your smoothie? Banana, mango, her Sun Warrior. I put some of her Liquid Light vitamins in here that she likes. Coconut water. What else did I put in there? Bananas, I did frozen and fresh.
Mango,
I did that, yeah. So that's what I put in Mom's smoothie.
vitamins,
Yep, I did it. So, yes.
and she made it.
And I made it. That's Mom's smoothie.
Thank you.
And my smoothie is bananas. I did fresh and frozen. Frozen berries. I did Sun Warriors, Tahitian vanilla. They're raw and vegan collagen building protein peptides. And I did hydrogen water. And I also take my supplements with my smoothie right now. And then I'm usually just gonna be sipping on this for the next however long. Somehow the kitchen just turned into a total mess while I was in here. So I'm gonna be sipping on this while I clean the kitchen and while I'm doing a few other things. I'm definitely taking more supplements right now than I am used to taking, just because being here at home right now is such a demanding thing for me. Not just physically, but also emotionally, and the stress and the grief is so intense in the house right now, and so I am making sure that I am covering all my bases. It doesn't mean that I am not getting everything that I need from my food. It doesn't mean that I'm not eating. It just means I'm making sure that I am taking care of myself when I know that I'm in a high stress environment. And that's what I'm doing to make sure that I am a strong foundation so that I can be there for my family. And I look at that as an extra element of self-care and support as opposed to failure. All right, so I'm gonna go and enjoy my smoothie. I also just wanna say I normally enjoy smoothie bowls. When I'm at home, I'm a smoothie bowl gal. I'll put my smoothie in a bowl and I'll add my granola and my cacao nibs and my toppings and whatnot. But I don't really have time to do that when I'm managing so much in the house right now for my parents and caregiving. And so a sacrifice that I have made is just a smoothie, and it really does get the job done. It's still delicious. I still get all my needs met. It's just a lot more go-to friendly. So green juice for my first meal, oranges, blueberries, and grapes before lunch, smoothie as my midday meal or my lunch, and my supplements. And for dinner, we'll see what we're gonna make. So for dinner, I'm gonna make a salad, and I'm also gonna make some cucumber noodles. I think cucumber noodles have been a staple for me the last few days because all I have to do is spiralize them, blend a sauce, and put it over the noodles. It's pretty much the same thing with a salad, but because people in the house have different preferences, these have been my two go-tos. Let's get started. Look at this beautiful salad. Okay, so let me share with you what I made for dinner tonight. I made two different main courses. I made a huge bowl of cucumber noodles with cilantro and my tomato tahini garlic dressing. And then I also made this huge bowl of rainbow salad. And with this, I paired my red bell pepper almond tahini dressing, which is my mom's current favorite. So there are 2 salads for my family to choose from tonight. And truthfully, I'm pretty much the one who's gonna eat all the cucumber noodles. My brother and my sister might have a bite or 2, but that bowl is pretty much gonna be mine. As far as this salad right here, everyone will dive into this and we'll have a little bit here, a little bit there. I'll have a little bit of this too. And sometimes what ends up happening is we will eat the whole bowl and I'll just add more greens to it. And when this happens, I'm always prepared. I tend to always overmake a little extra dressing for moments like that. For when another family member walks in the house and they want a little extra as well. And also it's really just so great to have extra dressings on hand for any time that you need them. So I made extra of these dressings and we'll either use them tonight or we'll save them for later tomorrow to use for other veggies or snacks or more. How beautiful and delicious does this salad look? And it's so simple. It's just greens and a few veggies with a dressing. If I can do this right now, and if my family can do this right now with all that we have going on in the house and in our lives, you can too, and it's worth it. Do not compromise your health. Prioritize your health, prioritize your wellness, because this is what makes the biggest difference in how you show up on a daily basis, how strong you are, what you're able to process, and how good you feel. So I hope that this video inspires you to, at the very least, just eat one fully raw vegan meal a day. No matter where you're at in your life, no matter what is going on, you can make a juice, a smoothie, a salad, you can eat a bowl of fruit. Just try eating one fully raw meal a day. So now I've got to go and serve dinner, and this is gonna be gone so fast.
Thank you all so much for having joined me in this video today. I hope that you have liked it. And I want to say thank you so much for your support, your care, your kindness, and your love. It means the world to me, and it means so much to my family as well as we navigate this impossible chapter of our lives. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. If you're interested in any of the recipes that I've shared with you today, please check out my Fully Raw recipe app. My app currently has more than 500 raw vegan recipes waiting for you to try. Everything from juices, smoothies, salads, snacks, epic meals, desserts, and so much more. It also has multiple challenges, meal plans, a customizable shopping list, a customizable meal planner, and so much more. You can download my app on iTunes or Google Play. It's available for all mobile users. I've included those links in the description below for you. I hope you check it out, and I hope that you love it. If you're interested in checking out Echo Hydrogen Water and their products, I've also included a link in the description below so you can check them out. I really do believe that they are the future of water, and they are the systems that we need in our home to truly thrive. You can use my code FullyRaw to get anywhere from $45 to $700 off on their machines. So definitely check out the link in the description below and my code, and I hope you love them as much as I do. All right, my friends, it is time for me to go back in and love on my parents. I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Most likely I will still be in Houston. Sending you all my hugs and my love. Bye.